Hello and welcome to MTG Ownage. Today we are playing in the midst of the Ikoria release. Well, released on Arena, not released in real life yet. We're playing Reanimator, a deck that it's not very good, but it's near and dear to my heart. I love this deck. So basically this deck, the whole goal is to discard the big boys and bring them out with haste, with Bond of Revival, and profit. That's pretty much it. We got some other bringer backers like Elspeth Conquers Death, which I should probably have more of in here because it's so darn good. Kenrith, the Return King, could just keep popping creatures back on the board. Gravewalker can also do the same, a bit expensive, sort of just testing out like copy of him in the deck. But the main things we want to reanimate are Drakuseth and Sarah, how do you say her name? Serana, Sky's Blade. Scholar of the Ages is nice because we can get back our removal or whatever we need, another Bond of Revival. Villas, of course, is just broken if we can get him out and draw a ton of cards. And one Cauldron of Eternity, sort of testing this in the deck as well. Maybe I should have a big creature in place of it. I don't know yet. But we've got some board resets with Storm's Wrath, Kaya's Wrath. And what else do we got? We got 4 copies of Farika's Libation. Now I ended up putting this in here because one thing this deck can't handle is enchantments. I can wipe your board with these cards, but I cannot really do a whole lot about enchantments, and that's where the Libation comes in. So the one card that came from Ikoria that works in here is the Cathartic Reunion. It allows you to discard 2 cards and draw 3 cards. So it basically just sifts a bunch of your hand. And of course the Row of Possibility. That seems like enough. Ultimately, we don't need to reanimate. We just need to get to 6 or 7 mana, and we can start dropping these creatures pretty well too. So yeah, let's get into it. This deck's a bit slow. It struggles versus aggro, but if I can get a reset or 2 off and then start bringing out the big boys, I can usually do okay. And we've got every color in this deck except for green. And I think there are 26 or 27 lands, and with all the sifting, we should be able to get what we need. Just hopefully I don't go against aggro or counters, because those are hard to deal with. Alright, well, we get to go first. We're going to drop this Sacred Foundry tapped. We've got no 1-drops. We've got to throw a possibility. I wish I had a big creature to discard, but unfortunately not. And it looks like we're going against super aggro, so we're going to set up for a Storm's Wrath and bring this Godless Shrine into play tapped. And hopefully we have some health left by turn 4. Sometimes with these fast decks, they're so fast they kill you on turn, I don't know, soon. They kill you. I'm often dead by turn 4, and it's just no fun. So, still haven't drawn a big creature. I'm probably going to ditch a land with this Throw of Possibility just to see if I can get something better. And there's the buff on the Banneret. That's going to hurt. Looks like I'm going to come out of this with a healthy 13 HP or so. Very nice. Yes, it hurts. It hurts. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cast this Throw Possibility. We will ditch a mountain, and let's see what 2 cards we get. Whatever we get, it's not super important. We're going to have Storm's Wrath. There's a Storm's Wrath. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and drop our Fabled Passage. Grab a land. We've got enough red. No, we don't. Well, actually, we don't have enough red. I want a little more red. I want a little more black. So I'm going to go ahead and grab our mountain here. And we'll just drop the Storm's Wrath. Next turn we can set up with a Cathartic Reunion and sift through our hand a little bit, see if we can get something to reanimate, or another reset if he refills the board. This is just how this deck plays out. There, he buffed his creature, not too bad. We're gonna play, we got enough planes, so the swamp's a little more important. So I think we're going to go ahead and Cathartic Reunion away. I think these two, well, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 mana. I could have 6 with that. I could have 7 with the planes. We're gonna ditch the planes here, because in case I get more stuff I don't need, I want to have this cathartic reunion at the ready. Okay, that is not too bad. We're gonna go ahead and pass here. I want to sit on this libation and see if I need to make him sack a creature, which it looks like I might. Do we make him sack a creature? I think we do here. We just gotta preserve the health at this point. One thing I've noticed by playing this deck quite a bit is you can't risk getting too low too fast, or you're just gonna get finished off by the time you finally start to get going. And we're gonna this is sort of unfortunate. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded those 2 lands. I think we're gonna go ahead and do the cathartic reunion. We're going to ditch the Gravewalker and the Cauldron of Eternity and see what we get here with our 3 new cards. Okay, that's not too bad. There is a Sacred Foundry there. We'll play it. We'll play it tapped. And we will pass the turn. So we're up to 6 mana. If you can get up to 7 mana in this deck, you can cast just about everything. So that's really all we need. We don't necessarily need to rely on or reanimate anymore, but we do have some hasty big boys with Bond of Revival. Looks like he's going to go to the attack, and yes, we will take the damage here. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw a possibility at the end of turn, discarding my Cathartic Reunion. I just don't have the extra cards to discard at this point, but I would like to see what I can get here by replacing these with 2 new cards. Now, there's definitely a place in this deck for some escape, but I couldn't really get escape to work like I wanted. It seemed to be better when I just ignored that mechanic, oddly enough. So that's why there are no escape things in here. There's a planes. We're looking real good here. So we'll go ahead and drop our planes. I think the play here is going to be a Storm's Wrath and then just start setting up for next turn. Yeah, we're going to do it. He seems to be holding off some. Not sure why. He's probably holding back a little firepower knowing that I have resets. I feel like this guy's a smart player, although he's playing mono red. There's a shock, and that was an odd choice. I think our play here is the... Well, we do have 7 mana. Yeah, let's play our Kenrith, the Return King, and hold on to our hand. Now, one of the really great things about Kenrith, the Return King is, well, there's a lot of great things about him. I can't activate his green ability, but I can activate everything else. So he comes in handy. He just needs a lot of mana. But he can pretty much do every spell I would want, so I no longer have to use my hand when Kenrith is in play. He's very strong in this deck. I can just pick my draw, but spend my mana on Kenrith. I know you might be thinking now, oh, you want to spend mana and cast spells? Fires of Invention. I tried Fires of Invention. It felt like just another card that wasn't quite right for the deck. Looks like he's going to kill it. It looks like he's going... Is that Exile? Yeah, that does do an Exile. There's nothing we can do about that. Well played on his part. But it did take 2 cards out of his hand. Luckily, this burn is creatures only, so he can't hit me with it. Otherwise, I'd be just about dead. There's a really large Villas. We're going to go ahead and cast, I guess Bond of Revival here. I want to discard Villas and Bond of Revival him, but Cathartic Reunion requires that I discard 2 cards. So we're going to go ahead in this case, and I guess we'll get Kenrith again, actually. He's the same size. He's got the haste. And we can just keep sending him until it's over. He's got the same ability that this Gravewalker does. It's just much cheaper. Except, oh, Gravewalker's on your graveyard. Mythos of Vadrock. What does this do? 5 damage divided as you choose. Oh, very nice. Okay, that's pretty good. He's going to do all 5 to Kinrith. Good choice. And here we have drawn a card we can't really use. So we are going to sit, unfortunately. Not super excited about sitting on this hand. There's a land. So we only have 2 black. We can't play Villas naturally. We're going to sit on this land. And I think we're going to Cathartic Reunion away the Villas and the land. And get 3 new cards, which might be super critical to our survival. There's a Fable Passage. That's really good. We're going to sack that. I'd like to get another black mana, but I think I'm out. So, nope, there's one. Okay. We are okay here then. And we'll go ahead and pass turn. He's got 7 mana, 8 mana. He does not want to be drawing lands as a mono red right now. That's okay for us though. We'll go ahead and drop Serafana. How do you say her name? Safara. Sky's Blade. And if he doesn't do anything about her, I'm going to gain a bunch of life, and it's going to just go very badly for him very quickly. Another great thing about Storm's Wrath is if you drop one of your big boys, Storm's Wrath doesn't kill them, but it often resets your opponent's board. So there's really nothing in my deck that Storm's Wrath will kill, which is one of the reasons it made the cut. And also the 4 mana is very nice. So here I'm going to gain 7 life, take him down to 3. There's not a whole lot he can do. I'm going to drop this Blood Crypt. Even though I could throw a possibility away, I'm just going to kind of sit on my advantage and wait for him to concede at this point. Good game. We took down a mono red. His draws weren't the best. He had some weird spells that only hit creatures. If those were something maybe a little more efficient, it could have been a real problem. It's like he's going to do this thing. Oh, I read Flame Spill. Flame Spill doesn't exile. It's like trample. Okay, and he's going to give it a shock. And is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, he was just kind of showing me what he's got, but it's not quite enough. And he's now giving it the Infuriate. Thank you very much. And Reanimator has taken the first game. Not too bad. Let's see if we can get a few more good ones in here and just show off the potential of a deck like this. Oh, and thank you so much for watching. You guys are, you know, it means a lot to me. It's what makes this channel possible and all that. So I'm going to give you something in return, and that is something that you might already know. But if you type in here, play Ikoria, you get 3 free packs. So enjoy your 3 free packs. I've already done this. That's why I'm getting a failure here. And I've got 4 packs, 3 from me doing that before this video, and 1 that I just got from that quest. So play Ikoria in the store. We'll get you 3 free packs. You're welcome. Don't forget to give this video a like and all that. Offspring's Revenge. Okay, well, Offspring's Revenge is actually pretty interesting. We get a 1/1 copy of something in our graveyard. Now, if this is something like Drakuseth, it does trigger its procs. So this is not the worst creature Reanimator. We could play around with this in our deck. I didn't even see this as a card. This is one of the few Reanimator cards, I think, in Ikoria. Maybe I'll drop it in 1 slot and see how it goes. Most likely I'll discard it though. Alright, let's see what we got here. Basically just looking for anything super useful. Oh, we've got the Cat Nightmare. This is a cool card. Now, when this mutates, it also reanimates with power 10 from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is actually really good. Looks like I can mutate it. Looks like I have no way to cast it with that green, but I could mutate it for 7 because it takes white or green. That's pretty interesting. I don't think I'm going to play that card. But it's not too bad. It's interesting. And it has Reanimator potential. We're looking at Reanimator in this video. There's an Eerie Ultimatum. Another big reanimator. I'm noticing these reanimator cards all have green. I don't have green. So this is another one. It's another 7-drop. But we can get a bunch of permanent cards back, which would actually fit our deck pretty well. So maybe in the next video we'll do a rehashed version with some more Ikoria cards. But I'm going to need some support from you guys. So please give this video a like. Share it with your friends that love Reanimator. Let's see if we can get 100 views. Let's see if we can get 10 likes. And if so, I will be ecstatic, and I will definitely do a part 2 of Reanimator and spend a lot more time on it. So here we go. Next game, we're up against Grolem. No changes to my deck. I'm just going to go as is. But it was nice opening those packs and scanning over some options. I kind of feel like this deck will need the 5th color of green. There's really only one blue card in here, and that is that that creature that gets 2 instants or sorceries back. Okay, let's drop our Sacred Foundry here. Looks like we're going against blue-green. Blue-green's not a great matchup for me. I just know from playing in the past. Excuse me. And we have a Season of Growth. Okay, well, I don't mind that so much. I could really use some more lands or a Cathartic Reunion or something along those lines to just sift through some of my deck. So looks like we're not. We need a really good top deck here. A bad top deck could mean the end of us. There's a Cathartic Reunion. We'll use that. We'll toss a Gravewalker and a Bond of Revival. I think here we only really need to sit on one Bond of Revival. And there we got some new cards. Not too bad. The Idyllic Grange is not ideal here. We need one more Plains. I'm not sure about this spot in the deck. Sometimes it makes a difference to buff up one of your big guys just one more. But it coming into play tapped is going to be really bad for us because we can't Storm's Wrath. There we go, we drew a mountain. Thank the RNG gods. So we'll go ahead and Storm's Wrath. This is ideal at this time, killing 2 Setessan champions. And he's going to opt in response. Just out of frustration probably, because we just destroyed all his card draw potential, which is probably extremely annoying to him. And he plays an Ominous Cease. Now when he draws 8 cards, he's going to get an 8/8 hexproof super guy. So that's a bit scary. Looks like here we do have some options. Being that these are 2-drops, we can't Elspeth them away, but we can drop our Hallowed Fountain, pay the 2 life, and looks like we can Bond of Revival out a Gravewalker. So Gravewalker is something he's got to take care of, or it's just going to kill him. It's just a 5/5 flyer. I can pay 7 to return a creature from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped, so it's just a great way to spend that extra 7 mana and bring some back again. He plays a Nyx Herald, which is just a little buffer thing, and he's got a Setessan training. Looks like he's going to draw a couple cards off that. Ominous Seas is growing quickly. So I'm thinking maybe I should... Yeah, I think our best choices here too is, if I can talk here, is to just Elspeth the Nyx Herald away. And we're going to buff up our Gravewalker with this Idyllic Grange and send for 6. Things are looking pretty good for us. It's not over yet though, so I don't want to speak too soon. He was not the Simic deck that I was expecting to see, but it's the Simic deck that I'm happy to play against because it didn't get rolling. My Storm's Wrath killing his Setessan champions probably really ruined his game plan. There's a Thrill of Possibility, and this is pretty good. We're going to use Thrill of Possibility to get rid of Dracosuth because obviously our Elspeth is going to bring it back. But if we draw a land here, which we did, we'll play that land, and we can Bond of Revival Dracosuth, and the game is over. We'll do a full swing, pick some Dracosuth targets, And GG. Very good. We've gone 2-0 now. I'm pretty happy with a 2-0. And looks like we're even ranking up. Now, this gold tier 3 is actually sort of a low tier, I would say. So we don't necessarily encounter the strongest of players and other decks, but you never know. You never know. One thing I've noticed with the way the ranking is and the way it resets every month is, well, if you're low rank near the end of the month, and today's 4/21, so we're getting closer to the end of the month. So if you're low rank near the end of the month, you get somewhat of easier games, and it's easy to rank up because most of the people that play a lot have already ranked up. So the people that are still kind of low rank are at the bottom of the barrel. And I don't know, that's just sort of an observation, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. We could encounter amazing decks and amazing players. You just never know for sure. His name is display name. So we're gonna bring out our little tap lands, get those rolling. Well, looks like we're up against Simic once again, a very popular color, and he's going with the growth spiral route. This deck might actually be more difficult to beat. Okay, we're gonna pass. We're gonna sit on our Farika's Libation, see what he does. That is an Incubation Druid. I think I'm going to go ahead and just wipe that Incubation Druid. Cut down his mana as much as I can. And we'll play Fabled Passage. What color do I need? I could use, well, I got plenty of red. I could use white. I could use black. I think we're good. I'm just going to wait a sec. That's a Biomancer's Familiar. Not a bad card. And another one. I guess we will go ahead and have him sack one. And here we will get us, I think we'll just grab a black mana source. And we'll go ahead and play Kenrith the Return King. Things are looking okay here. Maybe I should have grabbed a blue mana source so that I can draw cards with Kenrith. Because you can activate, he has the same ability that that little 1/1 flyer guy has. Just drawing a card. So we'll play our black man again. We're going to throw a possibility away, this mountain, and see what new 2 cards we get here. Not exactly what we need. Let's see. So our options here, we could gain some life. We could send. I think I'm just going to pass here. I'm not real happy with this. He's going to run away with this Zengaga at this point. He's got Adapt 4. He can set off. Well, if he plays one more land, he can. So there's the Adapt 4. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. That puts us in a tough spot. I'm not sure if there's a whole lot I can do to win at this point. He's probably going to do the big swing. I think I'm just going to take it. No blocks. And hope that we get something we really need. Let's use this throw possibility. Get rid of our land. Just searching for something that can turn this around. We do have to get somewhat lucky in this deck. There's just a bunch more lands. Not really what we want. We're done here. And yet another Bond of Revival. I'm going to play the Steam Vents tapped. And we're going to just pass turn. So at least I can keep bringing back Kenrith with Bond of Revival, if nothing else, and we can delay for a while. But it's just a delay. We need some better condition to really bring this home. He's going to allow Zengaga to adapt again. Oh, she does have trample. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay. Well, let's see what he does. I kind of have to block, and I can just gain some life. I don't have any creatures in my yard. That's really unfortunate. This could be really good. So we'll go ahead and we'll just do the life gain. It looks like we can activate it twice. But this is all just a delay. This doesn't really help us win the game. It just lets us survive another one turn, basically. Or 2 turns, maybe. No, just 1 turn. So I'm not sure what we could draw that would help a lot. Really, it's just Chaos Wrath. That's not a Chaos Wrath. Yeah, that's gonna do it for us. I could bring back Kinrith, but I'm still gonna die to Zengaga. There's nothing really to do here but concede, unfortunately. Not bad. We are now 2-1. Let's give one more round a play and just see how we do. This deck is really hard to get right. I've made so many edits. I've tried so many cards. It's just really hard to get it to a competitive level. Reanimator is just not that good. This is a pretty terrible hand. Mostly just because I don't have red mana. Do I take the risk? No, I'm not going to take the risk. There we go. We got 3 lands. It's a little better. We'll put back the Cauldron. We're going for a turn 4 Storm's Wrath. Hopefully we're not dead by then. He's got a pretty fast start. We really need something to ditch a few cards too. If we could draw a Cathartic Reunion on next draw, that would be amazing. So it looks like if we don't, we're going to die. That Ebon Legion is just growing very quickly. And we're just going to have to take one more round of abuse. Youch, already down to 8. Only turn 3. Yes, play all your creatures, please. Well, this is a decent setup for the Storm's Wrath, so it could be worse. Let's see what happens. Unfortunately, I do not have a play for next turn, so that is very bad. He doesn't have much either. I can drop the Sacred Foundry and pass turn. I don't want to give him any insight as to what I'm about to do, but you know what I'm about to do. I think the thing here is to play Seraphana, that way I can gain life. And there is a troll with Trample Haste. Oddly, he played it after combat. Okay, we'll take it. So we will play... Yeah, I think Seraphana is the thing here. I need the health. There's now a Cathartic Reunion as well. This will bring me to 6 mana. I kind of want to discard the island now. Let's just play it. I need black mana though, really. Oh, I have no black mana. Oh no. Yeah, I'm actually dead. I didn't realize that I had 0 black mana. That's really bad. Okay, let's play some stuff. Yeah, it's all downhill from here. I've got to give him a card with the Clackbridge Troll. Hopefully he doesn't play any more creatures. No, he doesn't. I just need more black mana. I can play this Blood Crypt. It's going to cost me life. We're pretty much dead at this point, unfortunately. We'll see what he does. Looks like he is having a hard time deciding what to do. It's pretty straightforward in my opinion. You just full swing. So now we wait. Looks like they're out of timeouts. So maybe we win the game just based on them their brain.exe locking up. I'm okay with that. I actually took this as a loss with the, not having the black mana when we needed it there. But if they're conceding out of fright, so be it. I'll take it. Yes, we will go ahead and sack a creature because we need to live. And they didn't even attack. Okay. So it's about this time. Let's see, we could throw a possibility, our Scholar of Ages, but I want to cast my Scholar of Ages. So we'll go ahead and just bond a revival. I think Villas may be the thing to get here. Let's get Seraphana. She's got the big swing. I might actually throw a possibility away my Liliana just because I need more black mana to use her anyway. Looks like this guy is once again just not at his desk or whatever. So maybe they had an emergency. I don't know. I've got an emergency. My viewers are bored. Come on, Pama. People want to see the reanimator. Let me bring it. And there they go. They've timed out. So that wasn't actually a win. That was, I don't know. It was a close game. Maybe we could have won. But we got a pity win there. So I'll take it, I guess. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you think of this Reanimator deck. And if there are any amazing cards I should switch out, maybe I can do that. Maybe I need another Chaos Wrath. Maybe I need one less Cauldron of Eternity or something along those lines. We'll see. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and peace out.